we need to pull you off your tail for now. Are you ready to fight?
Naturally.
It was a rhetorical question. I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.
I wonder what sort of people hang around here.
Just stay calm. I want to hear your concern, not if you're agitated.
Get to her quickly.
It's for our safety. See? Isn't that much better? Glad we understand.
That's her. Get her out of here.
All units, proceed to alarm location. Knowledge, over.
You're doing it easy, or are you ready? Way less easy.
I need support at my location.
Your teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
Well, that's not good. But don't worry. I do it.
Get to her quickly.
What's so special about
Control, do you see anything on this door?
Help me. Imagine if Albion was on our side. Then we could pit Albion against Albion.
Your somewhat reckless teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team? I mean, no one exactly likes a barrister, but they do have their function. They should be able to shorten the jail time of imprisoned operatives.
I've had quite enough of this. Stop right there.
Sending location on a 1033. Advised conditions.
The last night. Moving in.
Where's my backup?
I'm moving in.
The hostage is in here. Let's get her out.
You seem nervous, Prince.
No bit sweat.
Here.
Hello!
Get an APW out. The suspect has fled.
Right, get her out.
I just want to be left alone.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Exact.
Live alarm. I repeat, live alarm. Location sent, need a 1013.
Don't let them escape.
This area is clear. Keep moving.
Call it in. All units, proceed to alarm location. Nothing. Could just be an alarm malfunction, but I'll keep looking. Go. Begin searching.
You look like trouble. You like to fight for freedom?
Are you dead, Zek? Thank the Lord. I could use your help.
I can't tell you. I can say maybe. But tell me what you need.
Clan Kelly's a bunch of psychopaths. Got someone in my ends jailed so they could use her flat for a poker ring.
That's
There's
just
two
terrible.
ringleaders, but those jokers are too cowardly to take them on.
Forget those useless fucks. We'll handle your problem. Don't
Won't
worry.
hurt to try. Help a girl out now, and I promise to help you back. You hear?
I've got coordinates for the two suspects. Scrape their optic data. That should give us more than enough to incriminate them.
Yes, I understand.
Auto drive now enabled.
Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. They just know they're so sure that England's gonna throw it away, gonna blow it away. But I know they can wait, 'cause I remember lines on the shelves. Jewels when they still gleaming. 30 years of hurt never stop me dreaming. So many. Years weigh you down through the years, but I still see that tackle by Moore. And when Lineker scored, Bobby Bell to the ball, and nobody doubting lines on the shirts. Jewels remain still gleaming. 30 years of hurt never stop me dreaming. Good old England. England that couldn't
Back off!
No! No! This is not good.
Back up! Come on then!
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Received. Let's take this by the book. Over.
Auto drive now enabled.
There's our suspect. Over.
We are inbound. Stand by.
There's our suspect.
Auto drive now disabled.
Target just went through a checkpoint. Over.
All units, we are after the suspect.
Target has cleared the checkpoint. Over.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted.
One of the gangsters whose optic data we're looking to scrape is nearby.
Target sighted. Preparing to apprehend.
Let's not make this more unpleasant than
I'm in pursuit of the target.
Get him down now!
You don't have to die like this.
Going in for a look.
Suspect has a gun. Their gang. Suspect has a weapon. Over.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Neutralizing hostile target. They're wounded!
What are you playing at?
Negative. No sign of the target yet. Control, add suspect to the most wanted list. Over.
Taking cover!
That's the target. Should be hackable. That's one criminal scraped. Now let's see about their friend.
Stop! You hear that? What was that?
Both of their optics are squeaky clean. They're smart.
Shit!
But I'm about 8.61 million times smarter, give or take an order of magnitude. I managed to trace their encrypted comms channel back to a remote server.
Well, that's where we'll start to look.
Get the target now.
Reported near your location.
Got it. Watch for hostiles, people.
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favorite operative today.
No problem. It's what I'm here for. Let's do this. Okay, got to try it. Have to try it.
Auto drive now enabled.
It was revealed today that Whitehall has been colluding with aid agencies to enrich a select group of officials by siphoning public funds intended to help society's most vulnerable. Visit GBB for the complete story.
Auto drive now disabled.
Bravado, nibbling away on the rotting carcass of the once free Britain.
Reminder, the criminals we're investigating have a server at this location. There it is. You can hack in from there.
Fuck this, you're dead! See him?
I'm in deep here. Get that stitched up.
Transfer complete.
Forwarding all the evidence you need to put them bastards away. Even the castrated cops can make a solid case out of it.
Rah, that was gangster.
Now, I'm not saying you're horse, but if you're giant dead sick, we'll call it even.
Count me in.
What the fuck is that? feels wrong behind here since it was abandoned. Knowing hundreds of people were hurt and died here.
This place is too suspect. No people, no construction, but all this security walking around?
Point taker. What am I looking for, Bagley?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Take this down. The Tone bombing presents us with an excellent opportunity. Once we've taken full possession of the site, it gives us a good vantage point on the Thames and provides us with a cover of activity to mask.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former...
Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that...
What the fuck? This is it. The signal is coming from this Spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Torn up, huh? What is that doing here, Bagley?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it. That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Copy.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? What, think we'd go back here? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly? Clan Kelly? Why would gangsters blow up a tech conference?
This is a handoff, do you understand? Kelly's just acting as a supplier.
But who were they meeting? She didn't seem like one of their crew. You think she could be working with Zero there?
Well, don't just stand there, keep looking.
Bagley, were you able to determine who was controlling the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Typical. The dirty Fed witnessed all of this go down and said nothing.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Excellent. I trust you have some sort of quantum tunnel for me to jump through, Bagley.
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider-bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea. Information is power and all that.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Copy.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
That's 0 Day's signature.
Hurry. Got all the delivery.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Got it. We're all I need to know.
So, 0 Day was effectively using subcontractors to pull off their bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spider-Bot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
It's hard to believe the police would have been tracking the real bombers and not saying anything about it to the public.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Lord have mercy. Looks like Albion's running the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I never would have thought I would have longed for normal conflicts between police and citizens.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
Still looking. Shoot her!
Buckley, is that the same Spider-Bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spider-Bot from the Tone bombing site.
Any chance you can ID the last user?
Navigate the Spider-Bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm onto it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This Spider-Bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
They couldn't be trusted to do their jobs. Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force would have, well, who knows how long? When crime fighting was treated like a business, crime will never go away. Now, we've had a business, right? So don't tell me Albion and how they're thinking about
If the police could handle their job, Albion would be everywhere. But they can't. Home offices have been examples. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops are keeping the wheel. Well, they're not as clean anymore, are they?
Almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
their waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terror...
I got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
All right.
We've detected strange drone activity near your location. Over.
Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Dispatch, deploying drones to apprehend the suspect.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Secret location? That's interesting. We should go and find out what we can.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Christ, that thing is on the fritz!
What's wrong with that drone?
No, I entirely understand. It was almost like 10 years ago.
Auto drive now enabled.
The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly
You have
pings
reached
these
your
coordinates.
destination.
Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Seems like an appropriate spot for a clandestine group to meet and plan an attack.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Bagley, Is there any way in here?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Back away. Do not interfere.
Time to leave.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Received. We'll engage if necessary.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
Searching. Drone, initiate search.
Proceed. Returning to HQ.
They must have got away. Find the suspect. Drone, search.
Oh my. There's a fully equipped secret bunker down there. Looks like an off-the-books cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Whatever they're working on, let them to the tour and bombing somehow.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former Inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Strange bedfellows, Albion and Clan Kelly. But if you think about it, maybe not so strange.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
People are literally being kidnapped off the streets. We have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal, team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Damn. If he's here in the country, we have a chance of finding him at least. But at the EPC, lad knows what is happening to him over there.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Good, evil, safer for the comics. We're just real people trying to get by.
Don't you fucking turn your back on me! Off yourself! Bloody idiot! Huh?
Failure to comply with instructions from Albion personnel may result in your detention. Eyes open! Come on! Lock down that door. Fuck me!
This has been compromised. Be on the lookout for a hacker.
Shut it down. Lock it down. Oh, I can't handle this.
Yo, cuz I'm watching you. Got a witness.
Got to stay fucking calm.
Can't right now, I'm busy. Someone needs to do something about this.
Oh my, a team medic could definitely come in handy.
It's better than watching tutorials on how to suture your own wounds.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Oh god. Oh god.
No sign of the target. Over. Search units disengage. This search is pointless.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Don't stop, get it. Keep high, you captain, sit it steady, watch me navigate.
Life expectancy in the UK continued to fall.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find our contact. Albian's not gonna hesitate to hurt Angel if they find out he's dead set. Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet. This is off the record, right? I don't need them knowing we're here. No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up.
What's going on here? This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now. This is all so wrong. How is the government gonna go on treating people like animals? You could disappear and no one even notice. Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks. As expected, if there's trouble, that damn Mary Kelly has to be involved. Truth. Now, about your missing guy, the best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
What's happening? Could you back up, yo? Could you not be right there? A bit rude, yeah? Oh, what?
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
What is this?
Spiders are useful for so many things.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the Thames? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right?
Auto drive now
when
enabled.
you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub.
Auto drive now disabled.
I had them! Where did they go?
Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Are you done, Bugs? Can I be of service? Move along. You're right there.
Just comply with the search. We're 10 minutes into our trip. Full ride. Fucking off, man.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Nice work.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez.
We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck, what was that?
Looks like an implant or something. We need to take a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
They put a microchip in his neck. But for what? Tracking? Behavior modification?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Follow him. Let's hope he got away.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers!
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
You fuckers!
Okay, he's gonna make it.
Yet, she's gonna kill us. No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
I wasn't expecting that. Looks like that chip wasn't just some ordinary tracker.
I think they triggered it. I know we're dealing with Mary Kelly here, but there's a chance Angel is still alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your...
I'm not bragging, but I think I'm doing pretty damn good fighting with DedSec.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Thank you, sir. I think.
I appreciate Bagley's to-the-point nature. I'm sure you'll get used to it yourself.
Yep. Gonna have nightmares tonight.
Standard quadrant search. I have this one.
Uploaded a pic of a tap that, and the flow so old, granddad. Will you stop chatting the club?
Auto drive now enabled.
That's right. Like yo famalam, yo fam, yo famalam. Ain't no girl better than. I'm on the roads, caravan. Let me do this fast, Ramadan. Cause it's going down, avalanche. I'ma keep it short, paragraph. Queen Bee, Shama Rain, and a rack. Take it off Israel, Nazareth. Oh Jesus, oh Lord, oh Jesus. A couple of snaky friends, just Adam and Eve plus. And there's no debate on who's better. I'll turn a man to a girl like Bruce Jenner. Shout down the dance like me rip down the dance like I be the one they love, I be the dance. They know where I'm from. 01 to the 21. Yo, brethren, where is your hairline gone? don't even brush their teeth. That's a dead thing. That's a bad breath thing. How could you talk my name and you ain't even brushed your teeth? Brush your teeth, brush your teeth. 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 Bars cold like a TikTok. You've got a
Auto drive now disabled.
stick down to the TikTok.
Damn. So this is where Kelly's body, Angel? Nasty place.
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him. Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
You and me. Come on.
I will shoot
You.
Your teammate is en route to hospital, where they'll be for the foreseeable future.
The same thing is waiting for all of us if we don't watch our asses. Okay, let's go.
I'm not looking for trouble, mate. You don't do it. You're shit out of luck. You're on Clan Kelly Dwarf now, all right? It's not the fucking dwarf, yeah. It's off.
Understand. Really? No.
Let's hurry and access that network, shall we? I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
What are we waiting for?
Need some backup, whoever you've got.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Ah, that's just great.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. What are you waiting for? We need to talk. Well, it's over. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
You okay? I fell down the chute, lucky for you. I think he was going to cut you up.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Wait, you're Caitlin Lau. You're police inspector, yes? We found your video logs. You went after Mary Kelly on your own. I'm impressed.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
Not really. We were tracking somebody from the APC that led us here. This is where all the missing people went. I can't wait to find who's behind this.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You look like dog shit. If someone sneezes on you, you die. I call for help. I'll find Angel. You know what? I find your files. Okay?
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Excellent. For a police officer, you're not bad. I think we can work together on this Mary Kelly thing.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And for your help. I'm glad we're doing this.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
But none of these people volunteered, did they? Mary Kelly is evil, bitch. Wow, these buddies are all pretty fucked up, man. I don't think I can tell who's who. Bagley, do you have an idea?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
Jesus Christ, how many people has Mary Kelly hurt, dehumanized, butchered? We need to put an end to this. All of it.
Hey, what are you doing?
Again, not Angel. She thought it through. Those microchips are probably filled with some sort of toxin that induces paralysis and asphyxiation. Intubation would prolong life until surgeons get round to them.
Keeps the organs alive, the fucking butchers. Ugly.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day?
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by...
Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
Time to run.
Right. Nice. Can't handle this right now.
DedSec, Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now, or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
If you told me last week we'd be working with defense, I would have laughed. But Mary Kelly's got to be stopped. That's bigger than anything.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Cool.
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location. I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Starkovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with...
I'm talking about something. Bringing that tuning around my violence, hitting their cause, spreading their. People in poverty dying on floor.
Auto drive now enabled.
In your devices, in your palm, in your mind, in your spirit. Anybody else here hitting the limit? Man's not happy, man's not flexing. Man, this city's got fucking depressing. I see checkpoints, I see fuzz. I see the rascals holding us, and that's not right. What are we working for? What are we talking for? Misery circling more. Hands up ready to throw. Breaking jaws and locked doors. Breaking their spirit, breaking their mind. Breaking their signals, breaking their signs. Let the anarchy reign. Now is the time. Time to be livid. Time to be vexed. Don't pull your punches and don't hold your breath. If you don't stand up, you might be next. It's time to choose glory or death.
Auto drive now disabled.
Resistance fans, you're listening to the Punk Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is in fact Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is in fact the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me...
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the fuck?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
When the price is right, you'll get another. These my children. Forget about the whole life. It's more life now.
It's a damn shame.
Problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Could be worse. You could have one of those little bomb chips in you. I would make them kill me first. And I think you would too.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
for yourself after everything I've done for you?
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life.
Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole.
You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
Begley, what do we have?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary.
Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Auto drive now enabled.
You're listening to Buccaneer.
London, this is 404, the first peer-to-peer hacktivist network. All are welcome. If you want to make a difference, join us. We're taking down the elite, one contract at a time.
Found that on the dark web. Looks like all the cool kids are forming hacker groups these days. But this 404 might actually come in handy in our fight. If all are welcome, that means we are too. I say we infiltrate 404, we get their connections, we get their assets.
If you play nice, they might even help you take out Zero Day. For that matter, maybe they are Zero Day. Only one way to find out. I found street view images of a CTOS hub that's been covered in 404 graffiti. They're marking their territory like an overexcited chihuahua. Dropping the location of the hub on your map.
Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
Look, I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? Like, the first stuff that got stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without the fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped coming in. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use in cancer screening, cancer treatment. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technetium, used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those rules went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some effort to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks that you saw in the street and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the trouble with the UK was we don't produce our own food. We never had. For hundreds of years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those walls went up, we started having significant material problems in the country. I mean, Britain always told itself it had this national myth, right, that it would, because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. Actually, people during the war were...
Auto drive now disabled.
This historical stuff makes sense. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the back.
Get out of our city, you violent fucks! You can't be serious. Yeah, excuse me?
You look like trouble. You like to fight for freedom?
Are you with DedSec? Because I could use your assistance.
Why don't you say what the problem is first? Then we see.
One of my peers went completely dark last week. No one's been able to contact them.
That's just terrible.
They've always been anti-authoritarian and vocal, so given their track record, I'm worried.
Ah, don't worry. We'll find them.
Auto drive now enabled. You have reached your destination.
Located the CTOS hub.
Come here. ID check. You. Leave right now. I'm not asking again. I'll put you in your goddamn place.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Moving to the hostiles' location. Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over. Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
If you were listening to this, it means you want to learn more about 404. Know what we know. Do what we do. Make your way to the Walkie Talkie Club. It's no big secret that the club is a front for Clan Kelly, but the place has other secrets too. More will be revealed there.
The hub just dumped a massive load of data into your optic. How forward?
I think we found Witch.
A professional hypnotist. Looks like someone never updated their career goals from when they were a child. In 1853.
romance, Andy. I miss there being mystery in life.
Auto
and not
drive
just
now
a,
enabled.
A hope that your new partner
Auto
is good
drive
enough
now
at hacking
disabled.
to find out all the information the government has on you.
Bye
Auto
for now,
drive
bug
now
fans.
enabled.
Keep feeding the echidna of resistance, and one day it will grow into a Tyrannosaurus Rex that will use the Cass family as toothpicks, metaphorically, of course.
Every year, the same old news. Exam results up, but opportunities down. Well, here at Ixotec, we believe in rewarding hard work. With entry-level positions, apprenticeships, and conversion courses, we can give you the start in life you've been looking for. Because at Ixotec, we don't just build homes, factories, and offices. We build careers.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting, and headaches. Hello, Britain. This is The Bug, the show that holds up a mirror to the world and smashes itself on the head with it in despair. I'm Andy. Joining me, as always, Alice. And
I deny everything.
just a good state of existence. Some good news at last. There are no medicine shortages, according to the government. None at all. There have been various allegations about that. It turns out they are all fake news. Trademark. There are none. There are no shortages of medicine. Don't take it from me. I'm not a medical supply expert. Take it from our beloved government. It's fine. In fact, I'm going to read between the lines here and actually say there's probably there's too much medicine, if anything. Just medicines. You can't move for medicine. In fact, just this morning, I tried to pour some cornflakes into a bowl for breakfast and out-tumble a 12-month course of immunosuppressants, corticosteroids, and anti-retrofungal neurodilatory estrogen spermatotropic fruit pastels.
The people claiming there are medical shortages are probably high
Auto
on
drive
lots
now
of medicine
disabled.
that they've been given. I for one believe that there are no medical shortages, Andy. Just last week I went in with a broken arm and they suggested it might just be extreme period pain and prescribed me a drink of water and an astrology chart.
We can't be too far away from them just prescribing stiff upper lip like they do with the Blitz.
My uncle had a leg removed due to diabetes. They halved his insulin because they said there was less of him to be diabetic.
So, anyway, people don't believe what you read or hear about there not being enough medical drugs to go around. It's not true. It's hospital hogwash, it's pharmaceutical flim-flam, it's medical mendacity, it's hippocratic humbug, it's nonsensical narcotic nincompoop. I think I've made the point. Do not believe the news telling you that we've run out of medicine, nor should you believe the empty shelves at the chemist's.
By now, you must have reached 20 Fenchurch Street. The Walkie Talkie Club is located at the top of the building. Lift access only.
You have arrived at the Walkie Talkie Club, where those with more money than sense come to lose both.
The Walkie Talkie Club is frequented by all manner of crooked elites, and the owners, Clan Kelly, have an AI in place to collect blackmail material. Find that AI, and let's see for ourselves what these corrupt scumbags have to hide.
You know this twat.
You worked hard and persevered, and now we have nothing. The AI is not actually here, just a relay sending the club's data off-site. I'll find where it's all going, and you find a way out of this loud, obnoxious sweat hole. Deal? Deal. I've done some digging, and it looks like the facial recognition AI was created by Broker Tech.
Broker Tech? They're one of the biggest software companies on the planet. Always keep their noses clean, too. If they're buying blackmail material from the Kellys, that's big news.
Everything the AI is collecting here is being sent directly to Broker Tech HQ. We have to go there to get the data.
Not close at all. They ran out the door. Only he was waiting for them on the pavement. Took him all of 5 seconds.
The only medicine any of us truly need. Stirring music, please, producer Chris. Freedom. The medicine of British freedom.
Auto drive now disabled.
That however ill you may be, please are keeping an eye on things for you.
I'm investing heavily in
Auto
the
drive
placebo
now
effect
enabled.
right now. You're listening to The Bug.
Obviously, I don't entirely mean that, because what is the first rule of the third millennium? If someone in power tells you something is fake news, what is it? Correct. A 110% cast iron, tungsten-coated, granite-scented, cosmically immutable, scientifically unarguable fact. But surely, Alice, a more important question for all these medicine freaks whinging on about feeling a bit poorly or having a fatal but curable illness and slowly dying unnecessarily is this. Do we actually need medicine? If you today got diagnosed with a potentially fatal illness, would you not look around at the nation that we've become and think, hey, Doc, put your life-saving treatment down. I'm going to take this free one-way bus out of here. Now hold that pillow over my face until the twitching stops.
Auto drive now enabled.
I just don't think we should think of it in such a negative way. Don't think of it as a medicine diet, Andy. Think of it as a series of healthy lifestyle swaps. Swap out anti-inflammatories for antacids. Swap out the iron lung for the aluminium lung. Swap out MRI machines for Mary machines, which is just a lady called Mary telling you you're fine.
Obviously, critical shortages are as much part of our daily lives, our society and our culture today as things like football, music and complaining about the weather used to be in the old days. And, well, food shortages, yeah, we just learn to live with them, don't we? And there's a lot of positives as well with all these food shortages. I mean, we were eating too much anyway. As a nation, the government's just helping us live healthier lifestyles. It's so hard to...
Won't be the last time I rough up, you know. I'm ready to go through. Let's go on with it.
Good you're back. You still have many bones to break, so let's go.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
And one ping. Aye, Captain. It's a message. What are they saying? Special 2-for-1 offer for all Albion employees.
If you're ready to blow hunger out of the water, then our Spicy Subs 2-for-1 deal is big enough to torpedo any appetite. Offer only valid for Albion
Auto drive
employees.
now disabled.
Terms and conditions apply.
You have arrived at BrokerTech, lead innovators in software and AI technology, founded by its CEO, Sky Larson, when she was just 25. Talk about an overachiever.
You know they store reams of blackmail material in there? We have an opportunity to release
I
it all
believe that's
publicly.
exactly what our 404 friend has in mind.
Check.
This won't end well for you.
Right, I'm leaving.